All right. Welcome to this week's 10 a.m. Collider Coffee Break, where we take a few minutes on Friday to let you know what we've been up to this week. So thanks for joining us today. As a reminder to everyone tuning in, Collider is a nonprofit based in Rochester, Minnesota that supports our entrepreneurs with events, education, space, and storytelling. So thanks for joining us today. So I will turn it over first to Jamie, who will let you know what he's been working on this week.
So thanks so much, Amanda. So in the community right now, I'm starting to get a sense that something is starting or maybe restarting. Seems like more and more people are coming out of what I call COVID hibernation. I'm getting a lot more calls and requests for meetings, which I think is very positive. Monday, actually, I had what used to be a normal day of me talking to 2 to 3 entrepreneurs in the community, trying to understand where they're at and how I can help. So I think that's a great sign for this emergence of people who maybe we just want to get out and have a coffee socially distanced with people. And I think that's a great way to start reconnecting in the community. So I'm getting the sense that more and more this is starting to happen, which is fantastic. And I'm really excited about continuing this trend, hopefully, and really getting back in some small part to normalcy with entrepreneurs. So on Ecosystem North this week, we talked to Patrick Donohue. That will air right after this airs. And I'm really excited. He was so much fun to talk to, and he's a good friend. And it's just so great to get back in touch with him and to see all the great things that Hill Capital is doing to fund various entrepreneurial ventures around the states. So check that out. It's going to be a good time. It's available, of course, the video version right here on the Rochester Rising YouTube channel, as well as uh, by an audio podcast on your favorite podcast client. So definitely check it out. It was a great time. Loved it. And finally, we had a great E1 series. We have the E1 Tech Talks. E1 is a partnership, collaborative of 15 different regional organizations that support entrepreneurs. And we gather once a month to have what's known as an E1 Tech Talk. We were really fortunate to have Scott Schwalbe, the CEO of NimbyLink. Scott started right here in Rochester and grew this company into a tremendous success, not only statewide, but worldwide. And just someone that I met in my early days in ecosystem building here. And it was just great to hear from him and hear the continuation of his story. And with that, I'll send it back to Amanda.
I wanted to start off by talking about our Basics of Entrepreneurship class. So it officially wrapped up this Tuesday. We had about 10 people complete the whole program. It was really exciting to see, and a couple of people commented on this, kind of the range of different ages, different diversity, and different perspective of people who participated. So it was really a lot of fun. It's actually, I was thinking it's going to be kind of sad not to see these people. We saw them every Tuesday for a couple hours virtually. So congratulations to everyone who participated. We're going to continue gathering feedback from the participants in this class over the next couple weeks. And based on their feedback, decide if we will offer this program again, what iterations need to happen, or what else people are looking for as far as business education in the community, because we want to make sure that we're always doing things that entrepreneurs are asking for and meeting them where they're at. We also had 6 different entrepreneurs from the community come in and talk, which was amazing, sharing their advice with the group, which every time we do this, the group says that is their favorite part, where they take the most away from. So definitely something we will continue with as we move forward with our education. But if you took our Basics of Entrepreneurship class and you're listening, make sure you take the survey to help us understand if this is something we should continue in its current format. So on the podcast, I'll start with the Rochester Rising stuff. On the podcast, Jamie and I sat down and talked about our Ecosystem Navigator program on podcast episode 190. So we're creeping closer to episode 200, so stay tuned for that. But on the podcast this week, we talked about our Ecosystem Navigator program, what it is. We talk a little bit about how Collider got started as a nonprofit. So if you haven't heard that story, tune in. And Just to continue that storyline a little bit, we are continuing our process of hiring 3 ecosystem navigators through this program. These individuals will serve in a culturally competent manner within the community here in Rochester to listen to entrepreneurs, make sure they're heard, their needs are heard, and to connect them in with business development resources that they need, as well as individuals in the community to further their personal or professional growth. So the applications for the navigators will close today, August 28th. We've had some conversations over the past 2 weeks with some amazing individuals. So I feel really great with whoever we pick to move forward. They've made it really, really hard. I feel like we already felt a very strong connection to some of these individuals. So I'm really looking forward to bringing on our navigators and introducing them to the community shortly. But you still have time to apply. Today is the last day. So make sure if you're interested, you get your application in. You can find more information at collider.mn. But basically all we need is a cover letter and your resume sent to hello@collider.mn by the end of the day today. Also this week on Rochester Rising, we continued on with our Entrepreneur in Focus video series, where you get to hear why entrepreneurs are passionate about what they're doing here in Rochester. And this week I got to talk with Nashauna Johnson-Lenoir. She was on the podcast before last winter, but she's just put out a brand new book called 8 Steps to Promotion, which really was a very personal and emotional journey for her, which was basically a way to capture what she's doing in her youth skills development program called Journey into a book to allow it to be shared with more people. So check out her video. It aired yesterday on Rochester Rising, and learn more about Nashauna and what she's doing in the community. And as always, I wanted to leave you with the thought that, when you're watching this video, if you like having this video continue, make sure that you like it wherever you're listening in, on YouTube or on Facebook. I know a lot of you did that last week, and we really, really appreciate it. But like us wherever you're watching, make sure you're following us, or you're followed on whatever platform that you're tuning into today. And that's a huge help to us and sustaining these videos moving forward. So we would really, really appreciate if you took 5 seconds to do that before you finish watching this video today. So on that note, I'll turn it over to Jamie for any final thoughts he might have today.
So really short final thoughts today. I went to the zoo. And I know that sounds funny, but on Wednesday, I took the day off, took my family to the Minnesota Zoo. And that was amazing. It was an amazing time just to get away, to start to enjoy being outside in a socially distanced manner. The Minnesota Zoo has done a great job of limiting the number of people coming through its gates, giving you about 3 hours to wander around, and then allowing others in. And it almost felt like it was a private tour of the zoo, which was really, really fun. So I encourage people, if you feel bogged down, if you feel stressed out with your business, just take a day off, go do something fun with a loved one or loved ones, and just have a good time. And I think you'll come back feeling very, very refreshed. So that's my final thoughts for this week.
Right. Well, thanks everyone for tuning in today. Again, be sure you like this video wherever you're listening in and are subscribed. And we'll be here next Friday at 10 a.m. for the next edition of this video.